Hello.
Hi, folks.
These are social saving first the quest glory games into the
Hello.
Hi, folks.
make the journey from quest to glory, shadows of darkness.
Do we have to move our file from Scum over to the...
I just need to find the directory.
Gotcha.
It's games gone. Oh my gosh. Where the hell are save games?
Wouldn't it be under Scum? Since that's the what we were saving it through.
No.
Okay.
Good guess.
Just was trying to help.
Good guess. We're just gonna try and, even though it's not supported fully by Scum, we're gonna try it in Scum.
Okay.
The mouse is better too. Sweet.
Welcome to the shadows of darkness.
Look at us, so majestic, so posy. Wow. Oh, we have a new stat. Communication.
No, that was in the last one.
Oh, I don't remember it being listed as that.
Yep, it was in there.
Gotcha, I missed that then. Where are our paladin points?
Gone.
Oh, okay. We have 100 points to place.
Right click.
That's all the points.
Good.
Looks good to me.
You awaken from nightmares of flying and falling. You find yourself in this strange place. Only illumination, an eerie green glow. You lost your weapons and the contents of your backpack somewhere during the journey. All you have are the clothes and armor on your back. This leaves you with 4 burning questions. Where are you? How did you get here?
Oh, welcome back,
Who brought
Princess
you
Cat
here?
Paw.
And how in blazes can you get out of here?
Welcome.
No, make that 5 burning questions. What city did your luggage end up in this time?
Okay, that's the new eyeballs, new lock. That's back. Oh my gosh, this is hideous.
Yeah, it's very monochrome. It's hard to tell what the symbols are. Those are our spells.
They look the same.
Yeah.
You are in a large cave, dimly lit by glowing lichen on the walls. Strange, irregular outcroppings of stone rose from the ground, looking like the skeleton of some enormous beast. Here and there, petrified human bodies seem to grow half in, half out of the floor and walls. It seems to be a kind of stone valve, acting as a door to the passageway beyond. This is some kind of altar to the Dark One. The top is covered with sand. Torch holders flank the altar to provide light for nameless rites and unspeakable rituals.
Oh, it's a ripped off hand.
You take the torch.
Oh, sweet. You got a torch.
Is there a way to turn on subtitles for this game?
I'm guessing that's it.
Okay. Thank you.
That didn't do anything useful.
Awesome.
That didn't do it.
There's just moments where he's a little difficult to understand because of the mic quality. So,
The recording quality.
yes. The mic that or sound that they used for the original recording.
The valve won't budge. If you had a bit more light, maybe you'd be able to see how to open it.
One crown. That's all.
That's a new kind of money too.
No, the crowns were always.
It was royals.
Was it? Magical torch.
So we have to find a way to light it.
That didn't do it.
Maybe back where the altar was, there might be a flint and steel or something.
Is
The
that-
torch is firmly in. The torch? It looks pretty much. You are in a large cave. You stumble and fall over the ancient petrified corpse. As you pick yourself up, you discover a dagger and some coins on the dried out dead body. It isn't going to use them anymore, so you take them.
This narrator reminds me of like the classic animated Lord of the Rings narration and The Hobbit.
I was thinking something like a Boris Karloff film or something.
Yeah. But you know,
It's the Space Quest narrator.
you know a lot of like the
That didn't.
classic fantasy
You were in a large.
movies had this sort of quality
You
of
were in a large.
narrator.
You were in a. A brief search reveals a piece of hard grey rock, which you take, and some coins, 3 crowns and 13 kopecks. Find 30 assorted copper and gold coins.
Yoink.
You find nothing.
Is that one we can search?
That didn't.
Okay. Flint and steel. Nicely done.
That didn't. seems to be a kind... You force the sphincter open with your dagger and pass through.
That's what I usually do with sphincters.
You've made it into a large chamber. Stone valves, like the one you just passed through, apparently block 3 other passageways. There is a huge stone altar in the center of the room, and an exit to the south.
It's like a heart.
The rough stone altar is covered with dark stains as of blood long since dried to powder. You feel a creepy, uneasy sensation whenever you pass near it. The altar feels strangely warm to your touch, but leaves a deeper chill somewhere within.
Bat?
As you approach the exit, you are confronted by 2 flying creatures. They have bat wings and spider-like bodies.
Flying spiders, brilliant.
Frantically searching for something better with which to defend yourself, you snatch a battered old sword and shield from the remains of a not-so-lucky combatant.
What about
Just
our
in time,
spells?
you prepare yourself for battle.
Right?
Oh god.
Oh, we can use our spells apparently.
Oh my gosh, it's like Street Fighter. What am I doing? This is dumb.
Oh, you got one of them.
Looks like I'm auto-attacking? Yeah, I'm auto-attacking.
Weird. So with your...
In a bitter battle, you are better than the batters. You kick some butt, too.
I guess that for like the physical attacks you just attack, then?
The batter wasn't carrying any valuables. Besides, its body is really gross. It doesn't.
Okay, whatever. The spider bats are called batters. Apparently.
Something deadly lies in wait nearby. The strong wind in this cave is blowing the plants towards a passage on the left side of the chasm. Such cave drafts
Bless
commonly
you.
indicate an exit of some sort. You cautiously test the rope before crossing. It feels as though it's firmly anchored on both ends of the chasm. You just barely made it across the pit. You can see the entrance to a large cave at the bottom of the pit. You catch an occasional glimpse of a horrid, multi-tentacled monster.
What about the
Slips
other
from the mouth
doors?
of the cave, just in time to avoid being crushed by its closing jaws. As the cave mouth closes behind you, you feel a strange warning tingle. There is danger here, although its source is not immediately clear.
Hang on. What are you doing, Roger?
Running towards the danger.
You are alive! Only one person has ever walked away from there before.
She's a vampire.
Who are you? How did you get here? Oh, there are so many questions I want to ask you. But I have to get home quickly. It is so dangerous out at night in Moldavia. The town is due north of here. Be careful. There are many bad things wandering around. Good luck. Oh, by the way, my name is Katrina. I hope we meet again sometime. Farewell.
Worth to explore the other chambers, yes. Or at least see if you can.
Try as you might, the stone valve will not open. Try as you might. Try as you might. This symbol looks like a six-armed starfish, or perhaps like the tentacles of an octopus. You sense a feeling of strange, chaotic power from it. The six-pointed symbol seems to pulse with energy and comes loose in your hand when you touch it. You have the feeling that you may need this sign, so you carefully store it in your pack.
Yeah, the cave looks like it has 6 tentacles.
This tall standing stone has been carved so that the top looks like a squid is perched upon it. It doesn't look particularly stable.
Look like face huggers.
The standing stone The path is dripping with slimy goo. You're having a hard time maintaining your footing on it. The stone moves slightly as you push on it, but you aren't strong enough to push it all the way over. A pool of sticky, greasy-looking slime dominates this area below the cave. A stream of slimy goo oozes down the right side, and goo dripping on the path makes it slimy and treacherous as well. Your danger sense tingles. You sense deadly danger from the swamp. It might have something to do with the grasping, disembodied arms. The heavy odor of decay overwhelms your senses and makes you feel slightly nauseated as you survey this gloomy swamp. You see a floating, coruscating ball of light. The decayed remains of a human arm claw at you as if to drag you down to share its doom.
And this would have been a good one for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
The heavy It doesn't say. It doesn't. It doesn't. You are surrounded by the mist and miasma of a swamp which stretches endlessly before you.
It's not the same swamp though.
Nope. There's arms sticking out, but no little glowy light things. There's a skeleton here.
You pick up a single slimy bone. You see a tree whose branches are clumped with moss and fungi. A variety of... The tree feels as though it's covered with a slug slime. A tinkling brook winds its way through the forest.
It tinkles.
The stream water is cold, crisp, and clear. It tastes refreshing. A tinkling brook. You're in the southwestern corner of the forest. Dank mists rise from a dismal swamp to the south. You can barely glimpse a lovely lake through the trees to the west. You're in the western part of the... You have a strange, disquieting feeling along with a sense of sorrow, longing, and unfulfilled desires as you near the lake. The briny lake seems to draw you towards it.
Hello there. Could
Hi.
you help me? This water is so cold and I need someone to help warm me.
Nope.
Definitely not a trap.
This is one of the most beautiful women you've ever seen. She has lovely, long, golden green hair, although your eyesight tends to focus a bit lower than that.
I am the Resulta. Please, take my hand and help me. If you take my hand, I'll be happy to show you what the lake is like. If you take my arms, I'll be happy to talk to you about anything you'd like.
You ask what a nice girl like her is doing in a place like this.
It's so nice here in the water. Why don't you join me?
You wade out to the lake woman and take her in your arms. Her skin is soft but very cold. The lake spirit moans softly as she holds you closer and closer and tighter, then pulls you down into the lake.
Bless you.
That didn't do it.
Throw her a bone.
That didn't.
Aw.
It is so cold here in the lake. Please, come and hold me and help me to be warm again.
Set her on fire. Then she'll be warm. I'm joking. Don't do that.
That didn't do it.
It is so cold here.
Yeah, no, I'm not stupid.
You don't have any rations.
It is so potent.
It doesn't, but... The hungry hunting hawk alertly searches for signs of game not already claimed by the forest monsters.
Oh, it's a bunny. It's a man-eating bunny.
Why can't that cast anything?
I don't know.
You should read the manual.
Yep.
It is a legend.
Wait, what? We ran away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have to hold it till it gets like... Oh, you almost got him. Yeah, eat him.
There is absolutely nothing in the little rabbit's fanny pack. Well, maybe a pocket watch, but you don't need one of those.
But we're hungry. We want the meats. Can we not take his delicious rabbity meats?
Okay. Not terribly helpful.
Wildflowers bloom with the autumn weather. You pick a few of the flowers. A heavy gate blocks the way to the winding road. Far in the distance, you can see a majestic castle.
Welcome to Moldavia. It's nice to have some fresh blood around here. We so seldom see strangers.
This heavy gate blocks access to the castle road. The gate makes you wait. The gatekeeper is a gaunt, tired-looking man with deep-set eyes that stare intelligently at you.
I am Boris Stelvich. This is the castle of the Boyars, the title of the rulers of Moldavia. It once belonged to the Borgov family for generations, but the last Borgov has been dead for many, many years. Moldavia is the name of this valley and of the town. Even the inn is called the Hotel Moldavia, and the name means Dark Valley. The heads of the Borgov family were the Boyars of Moldavia for ages. The last Borgov disappeared at the time of darkness. No one knows what became of him. It is bad luck to even speak of the time of darkness. Moldavia was a safe and lovely land before that time. Much has changed since then, and for the worse. Boyars are rather like barons of other lands. They own the castle and protect everyone within their domain. I'm not certain who all lives in the castle. I so seldom see anyone from there. There's the master, of course, and then there's the strange foreigner. There's also the master's daughter, I believe, and some rather strange guards. Beyond that, I really can't say. I haven't actually seen the daughter, but I know the master is quite proud of her. The master desires privacy, and I respect that wish. As I always say, the will... He is an unpleasant sort, with a short beard and moustache, and a funny hat. He is rude when giving orders, and he has the habit of staring at a person and licking his lips. Most unsavory. I have only caught glimpses of them occasionally, but I don't think they are quite human. No matter. If a man does a good job, then whether he is a man does not matter.
Excuse me.
I am the gatekeeper of Borgolf Castle. Is it not true that he who guards the gates is the keystone speaker? This is the gate to Borgolf Castle. You can see it in the distance behind here. I am here to make certain that only welcome guests may enter through here in the daytime. At night, this gate is guarded by huge necrotaurs, who make certain no one tries to enter without permission. The town of Mordavia is to the east of here. Turn to the east as you leave and continue until your way is blocked by rocks. Then turn north and you will find the gates of the town. Goodbye, young man. May the fireplace be warm and the drink cold at your journey's end.
That's where you found the wildflowers yet?
Yeah, I'm just mapping.
Yeah.
Not every screen has a connection.
Right.
Some of them look like they do.
So it's like a new place. There's more wildflowers.
We've been here before.
Probably.
Yep. There's the hawk again.
Mm-hmm.
The hungry hunting hawk alertly searches for signs of game not already claimed by...
Well, there's a bunny back there a bit.
Wish we could have eaten it. Oh, another bunny attack. There's a town, I think.
Should connect to a forest. Yep.
Yep.
What are you doing, dude? It's bird.
It's like I do what I want.
Nothing north of here.
This reminds me of the little town that we started in King's Quest.
Mm-hmm. With the bridge trolls.
Mm-hmm. The
Some
King's
beautiful
Quest remake,
giant
for those of
pumpkins are
you
growing in
who
the
were not
field.
here with us when we were playing the King's Quest game.
The remake.
The villagers
Yeah,
have erected
the remake,
a scarecrow
sorry.
to keep birds away from the newly harvested corn.
We have not played the original.
Tall shocks of corn have been harvested and wait here to be stored for the winter.
Yeah, we're not done mapping the forest, so we're going back out.
Okay.
Wait, what's this? 1 or 2 down from the town? Like, is this way the town?
Yeah.
Like, I know in this direction is the town, but is it 1 screen or 2 screens away? Find out.
I don't remember.
Kind of important for mapping purposes. Okay.
So 2 from town proper.
Yep. There's no way. What are you doing, Roger? Creek. Another creek, and then we're going east from the creek.
2 more creek.
We haven't been here before.
Yeah. I'm just letting you know it's more creek.
What?
I was just letting you know that it's more creek.
But we haven't been here before.
Right. Bunny attack.
Is it with the ravenous bunnies?
Monty Python-esque.
And the controls aren't working. Did we come from the north?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Yes.
Is there anything interesting about this tree?
Large deciduous trees make their stand among the pines. They know how to leaf well enough alone in the fall.
Nah.
The trees
Okay. Just generic forest.
With the occasional bunny attack. Vicious bunny. Our hawk friend is back.
Right. So we can go north. There's more forest up there. I don't think we can go west from here. Nope. We can go south.
There's something strange about this bush. Maybe it's the eyes? Oh, forget it. It's probably just an ordinary, everyday bush with blood-red berries and tentacle-like branches.
Yeah, that's totally normal. It couldn't possibly be something not
Those
good.
eyes.
There's something... That's not a great idea. The bush would start with the hand you offer it, then eat the rest of you as well.
I do what I want.
That hurt. That really hurt. Think of being stung by a 10-foot-long wasp.
That
You think
sounds
that
like-
would be a relief in comparison.
Horrendous.
That hurt. You think that hurt. That hurt. You think that...
Oh, I'm dying.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I can't do anything with that. Oops.
No,
Wait.
you were right.
Oh, there it is, yeah. Okay.
There's a bridge over
You'll have to
there.
get a little closer. You'll have to get...
Oh, that seems like a trap.
Could shoot a fireball at it, see what
That
happens.
hurt. You think that... You'll have...
Jerk.
Your spell doesn't seem to have any lasting effect on...
Just retaliation for the sting.
Okay, over there?
Yeah, I am.
No, I can
Knees
go.
are hurting a bit.
There's footrest.
You are in the forest somewhere southeast of the town. To the north, you can see a beautiful garden and a gently flowing stream.
Piranha's Piece 2.0.
Fingers crossed.
You have come to a beautiful garden deep within the forest. A stream flows gently in a loop around the central island. Feelings of peace and harmony permeate the area.
There's apples or something in that tree over there.
The stream is wider and slower at this point. It almost looks like a small pond.
This music, though.
It's an ornate oriental lantern. Strangely enough, your torch has no effect on the lantern. The fruit tree is laden with luscious-looking fruits of many kinds. It must be one of the rare mixed fruit.
It's a fruit
As you
salad tree.
approach the tree, the fruit vanishes. Must be that low-calorie kind.
Dang.
After some rest, you feel better.
Eastern edge of the map. Almost. No, there's one other screen to the right at least. Oh my goodness. Can we go north from here? Yes. Sure if we can go north here or not. Doesn't really look like it. Nope. Okay.
Can we go north here?
Yes.
Colourful wagons surround the fire pit in this authentic Moldavian gypsy camp. You've heard that gypsies like to keep to themselves, but surely they won't mind just one visitor. You sense a feeling of wariness from around you. You are clearly not welcome here.
Werewolves!
Go away! We allow no strangers in our camp. Leave immediately!
Go Bordello?
Do 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 do.
These wolves will soon be at your throat if you do not go. Leave here. I lose my patience, and soon these wolves will tear your throat.
Okay. Bye.
We just wanted to make friends. Wonder if Esme is related to those traveler people.
Perhaps.
Because of all the wolves and stuff.
Yep. Okay, that's suspicious. Cat bushes?
Question mark?
Okay, so we can go to the east from here to a creek that we've been at before. And directly south of us is the garden, but we can't get there from here.
Gotcha. Do you have a map or something
The
open?
bush looks a little strange, almost as though it is sitting rather than growing in its place.
Oh, garden.
We're here.
Gotcha.
The bush looks a little strange, almost as though it is sitting rather than growing.
Just a bunch of kitties hiding under bushes.
Okay.
Rumpled Skillskin.
You say that he's the Bushman. There's no answer. You get...
Aww.
Okay.
Dang.
We'll see him again, I'm sure.
Rumpled Skillskin.
Okay, so south of us are some flowers. Looks like we can go north here. Left west is a creek. More creek.
The
Ooh,
majestic
graveyard.
mountains in the background provide a beautiful contrast to the grim gravestones and crypts of the cemetery. You're really getting hungry.
Lightning just struck that one tombstone and it bled out.
This gravestone is marked, "No effort could Elissa save. She passed into a watery grave. Her body was lost, only her memory remains."
I wonder if that's the watery tart.
Here lies Janos, faithful forever to his lost true love, laid beside her empty grave.
Aww.
The inscription on this headstone reads, "Michael Med bumped his head in another man's bed. Now he's dead. Rest in peace." This headstone reads, "On a dare, Pasha Sperry spent the night in the cemetery. Something gave him such a fright that now he sleeps here every night." Arkin Tenor walked at night. Arkin saw his final sight. Now the question seems to be, what in the world did Tenor see?
Wah, wah, wah.
Here lies the body of Carrie Nation, who answered a vampire's invitation. Now there's cause for lamentation. It was a fatal recreation. Here lies the spirit of Barney Blue. To his lover was untrue. So she knew just what to do. Fixed herself some Barney stew.
It's a good
An
way to get
inscription on the door says,
diseases.
"House of Ligeia Poe. May she rest forever." A heavy stone door seals off the Borgov family crypt. A relief carving on the door shows the crest of the House of Borgov. 2 spare coffins await their customers here. Apparently Igor has finally managed to get ahead of business. The gnarly old trunk of this tree looks climbable for one skilled in such pursuit.
We're not skilled, but
A fresh grave has no hurry. They'll put you in one of those in good...
maybe we can levitate and see something interesting.
Yeah, levitate might be our best bet.
No.
No, or not.
This climbing business isn't quite as simple as that book laid out. You'll have to keep practicing.
Okay. What's the cemetery?
You're starving. You'd better find some food soon.
We're gonna keep exploring until we die, and then we will restore and go to town. Do you want me to guess Rumpelstiltskin?
Please.
Nothing. Gotcha! Tell the creature that you read about him in a book. His name is Rumpelstiltskin.
Give that one a second look.
Holy
My
shit.
name's in another book.
That was disturbing.
So he's not Rumpelstiltskin, but we actually got to see him because we called him Rumpelstiltskin.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's where the cat bushes are. This is the creek. And now we're going one more east to the forest. This does seem to be the easternmost edge. Which is good because I've run out of cartography paper.
Our high class, high quality cartography paper. Get it right. This is proper parchment. Map making will never be the same.
Go north from here.
Doesn't look like it.
So let's go back down south to the forest. We can't go. Wait.
You're starving. You better find some food.
I heard you. Looks like I can go south. I'm not sure where I'm at. I could. So west should be a creek.
Yep.
And south should be another creek.
Yep.
Okay. And when we go there, we can go south though. Get another creek that should have an eastern passage.
Mother bunny battle.
Why won't it let me attack? This is somehow even more confusing than the other.
Do you want me to Google it? See if I can find out more information about the combat system?
If you like.
Would that be useful to you?
There's a southern passage though. More forest. Doesn't look like we're west from here, but we can go south. And it's another creek. Doesn't look like I can go anywhere from here, actually.
The bush won't budge. It's up.
Yeah,
Oh, it is Arana's garden, P.S.
nice. Alright, so this is pretty well mapped out. I think we still need to explore in this area.
You're starving. You better find some food soon.
This is where we are right now.
Okay.
If you can navigate us here.
But I'm trying to find out what
Okay, then no is the answer.
combat.
Looks like the day and night cycle is working again
It's good.
because it broke in the last game.
Yep. Oh, it's because you can't hit them with magic.
Can't do what with magic.
The bunnies. They're Vorpal bunnies.
Oh,
Small rabbits you won't be able to hit with stone daggers or magic spells.
whoa! Hello.
A ghostly figure floats near the center of this clearing. You are deep within the heart of...
It's a wraith.
She's coming closer. How about no?
No, you don't want to fight her?
Feel a chill go through you as you enter this part of the forest, as if a cold wind You see a raised mound of stones. It gives you an eerie feeling. You can tell that this is a place of death.
Shit. You know what? Do not want.
Oh, we could have used our reversal spell on
Yeah,
ourselves.
I'm not trying to fight though, I'm trying to get to food.
Well, I meant just to
You're
get past it without being hit all those times.
Oh, they're not gonna let me in.
You knock on the gate. There is very little sound. The gate seems to be very solid. You can't open the gates. The town gates are protected against magic.
Okay. Well, we need to get to... Shit, I lost it.
The garden?
There it is. Okay. And we'll do all the driving and navigation. Creek. Forest.
You feel a chill go through you as you enter this part of the forest, as if a cold wind suddenly sprang up from nowhere.
Okay, I managed to screw up my map since I'm juggling. See, if we go west from here, is that a creek? Okay, we're at the cats. We're actually pretty close to the garden, so this way, go south, some flowers, south to the forest. East to the forest, and north to the garden. Okay. What time of day is it? Sun is setting.
As you approach the after some rest, the tree is barren and on its way to being a duke, and devoid, not to mention quite out of, fruit.
If we exit and come back.
It doesn't. As you approach the tree,
Okay. Oh.
after some
What is this?
you feel the sensation
Might
of
wanna
floating
look.
freely in a swirling cloud of magic. You feel as if you are suddenly totally alive. You can remember every happy moment of your past, taste every favorite sensation, hear all the colors of the universe. This is the true joy of living. Suddenly, you find yourself trapped by darkness. You cannot breathe. The darkness is tearing the warmth, life, and magic from your body. Pain. The agony of lungs without air. The burning cold of a body trapped in ice. The terror of helplessness as death approaches. You float, cold and lifeless. You awaken as the sun begins to rise. You wake in a cold sweat. You remember every detail of the nightmare as though it had really happened to you.
So let's see if I can figure out how I screwed up the map. South to forest. South to creek.
Says the combat is
You're starving. You
entirely
better find some food
mouse
soon.
controlled.
That's not true.
This is what the
You saw in the manual that it was keyboard controlled. I've used the keyboard on it. That is not true.
okay. That's what I found.
So we can go south here to forest. And there doesn't appear to be an exit here. I like making the maps in these games. I told you this before. Why isn't our sword flaming anymore?
Oh. Have we lost all of our paladin points?
Here. There should be a bush to the west.
There's something strange about this bush. Maybe it's the eyes. Oh,
It's that bush. Okay. Can't go west from here. Doesn't look like we can go south from here. Can go north to forest. We cannot go west here, so that's incorrect. North to forest. West to forest. South to forest. Yeah, I'm screwed up.
you're starving. You better find some food soon.
I'm screwed. Just erase these because I have a feeling that there's actually 4 screens in here. Okay. So, south, are you the bush?
There's something-
Yes, okay. The bush. At the forest. At the forest. And west should be more forest.
It is.
And it does lead south.
Looks like it goes more west, south, and north. But the north might not work.
North should be a creek.
It is.
Okay. South is forest. South of that.
Forest.
You're starving. You better find some food
There's
soon.
no way to go more south from there.
But we can go west.
Yes. Can't go east or south, but you can go west and north.
West forest. And then west of here should be a big tree where we first saw the hawk. Yep, okay. We're gonna die.
You're starving.
Jeez. Okay, yeah, I know where we're at. So if we go east, it should be woods, and then
South is more swamp.
Yep. North is a creek. Can
Yep.
we go east from here?
No.
Okay. I think we've mapped everything now.
Okay.
So we're gonna go north a whole bunch and get to town and get some food in us.
Danger Noodle 2.0.
No, I do not want.
You almost got him.
Okay.
Welcome and good luck.
There's that.
The huge boulder raises a solitary wooden staff high above the clearing. The staff feels warm and almost alive in your hand. You hear an eerie voice in your head.
This I must first do. The sacrifice of life for one of love.
You find yourself letting go of the staff very quickly. To the north, you can see the buildings of the town. It looks a little like Spielberg, yet also very different in some undefinable way.
Better graphics.
You! How did you get here? Why are you here? Few strangers come to Mordavia. I am the Burgomeister. It is my job to know everyone
Meister
and
Burger.
everything that goes on here.
Burgermeister, Meister Burger.
My name is Dmitri Ivanov. I am the Burgomeister of this town. Mordavia is a valley surrounded by mountains. There used to be a road which led from here, but heavy rains have created a swamp at the base of the mountain south of here. No wagons can get you in or out, nor can any person, except perhaps you. Mordavia is a... This is the town of Mordavia. There is an inn and a shop down the street where you can spend the night or get some supplies and be on your way. The sooner you leave, the better for all. There are many dangers in Mordavia, and we certainly do not need a stranger to stir up new troubles. The Hotel Mordavia has rooms and food. It is a safe place to spend the night.
Check in, but you can't check out.
The shop does not carry much. We have been cut off from supplies for a while now. Still, you may at least restock your food rations before you continue with your travels. There are many strange and dangerous creatures that live in Mordavia. Trust nothing. The gates of this town are closed at sunset. Just leave Mordavia quickly. No good comes from outsiders, and we do not want you here.
This heavy wooden door guards the entrance to the Burgomeister's office. From the sign reading Burgomeister's office, you cleverly deduce that the Burgomeister works here. It's been years since you studied Mordavian, but you think that Burgomeister might be the word for mayor, or perhaps sheriff.
He's not a sheriff if he doesn't have a goon.
The sign reads General Store. You wonder how much of a commission the salespeople get. The sign simply reads Inn. I guess that means you should go in. This general store is cheery and well lit, thanks to the warm hearth. The first things that you notice are the cats. They seem to be everywhere. Then you see the shopkeeper
garlic
sitting
strung
on her
everywhere.
rocking chair as she knits. She's a very, sturdy-looking woman.
What the hell? Stop putting up random things, game. Yeesh.
If you must know, my name is Olga Stovich. What's your name,
Wait,
stranger? And,
Stovich.
what are you doing in Mordavia?
You tell her a few things about yourself.
Is that the name of the guy?
Oh, professional
guard
hero,
guy.
huh?
I think so.
Easy to say, hard to do. We'll see. Let me see, what could you use? Well, besides my regular items like brooms and pens, I really don't have anything else for adventurers like yourself. And
Yeah.
if you like sweets, I've got some yummy homemade candy. Although the garlic flavored ones have all been purchased by now. I'll have to make some more. Oh, and a shopping bag to carry things in. I have a couple of those left. 3 twists of candy will cost you just 5 kopecks. The kids love him. Oh, now garlic is a must-have item. It's just 25 kopecks for a bulb, and it will add flavor to any food.
Storekeeper looks around nervously for a moment, then continues.
You know, some say garlic also has medicinal and protective properties. My husband always said I make the most interesting sandwiches. They're very good for you, and I only charge 50 kopecks each for them. The shopping bag costs 50 kopecks. It is very useful for carrying your purchases or other large things. A flask of household oil will cost you 100 kopecks. It's good for door squeaks and can also be used to loosen up rusty wagon wheels. I can sell you a very nice large pie pan for 250 kopecks. I've always admired the men who can cook. You can purchase the hand broom for 350 kopecks. I'm sure you'll really clean up with it.
Didn't.
What would you like to know about? Yeah, Bella's a good woman. She's the one who really runs the inn. Her husband just gives orders. Someday she'll give Yuri a piece of her mind, and good for her. The things she puts up with. Bella, she was a pretty woman not long ago. Was not called Bella for nothing. Losing her only child really aged her. What a tragedy. The castle north of town was abandoned for many years. Then some strangers moved in 4 years ago. No one knows what goes on there now. But it won't be for the good, I'll tell you. Werewolves are gypsies, no question about it. They change into
Yeah,
wolves at
definitely
night.
Esme's family.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Wait, didn't she even say she came from Mordovia?
But Silver,
I don't remember. Let me look.
so be careful out in the woods at night. You hear me? The gypsy camp is not at all that far from here. That is a bad place, and you'd better have
Monastery.
nothing to do with it. It is dangerous.
I don't think we've
It should
found
have
the
been torn
monastery.
down long ago. Many a stranger never came back after asking questions about it. So don't let your curiosity be the death of you.
Hero U Wiki doesn't have an entry for Esme.
That's wrong.
I know, right?
Yeah, my husband and myself have run this shop for many, many years. My husband passed on now, but
That's
I
not her
keep it
husband.
just the way he liked
Gatekeeper.
it. A well-run shop
Oh.
is a busy shop, he always used to say. Not very busy anymore, what with the swamp. But I try to keep it going the best I can. Mostly housewares, but a few items that might interest you.
Can we leave?
Goodbye. Or, as my dear departed Boris used to say, may the winds blow fair at your back.
You've entered a small but nicely furnished country inn. Stairs lead up to the guest bedrooms. The floor is covered with sawdust and peanut shell. The barrel contains the few shells that managed to land in it. The innkeeper stares at you with an expression of fear and astonishment. It is several seconds before he speaks.
This is the Hotel Mordavia. Rooms here are 15 kopecks for room and board. Pay for 1 week in advance. Your room will be the first room at the top of the stairs. When you want food in the morning or evening, just sit down over there by the door.
Pay the innkeeper for your room and board.
Thank you for your payment.
You reach out to shake hands with the innkeeper. He just sort of stands there. After a few seconds, you lower your hand in embarrassment. They outnumber you. Now the table's helping to keep you off the...
I want food. Ah, there we go.
You eat your plain but nourishing breakfast. It has more than a bit of garlic added for spice. Now the table... You unlock the door to your room and go in.
What?
Ooh, this is a really nice room.
Wait, I gotta see if we can do that again because you weren't watching.
What did we do?
That.
What? Why are we tiny?
Nothing
Didn't
like a
scale
good
properly.
We look like a bitty baby.
You unlock the door to...
That's the most interesting bug.
The chest is empty. You light the candle. After some rest, you feel better. Townspeople have a poor opinion of people whom they see climbing out of windows and over roofs. That didn't... You take a clove of garlic in case you meet an Italian chef.
Oh, we don't have to buy garlic now.
Yay.
Okay, how much money do we have?
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. You can definitely buy some things at the shop. I wanted to make sure we had our room and board paid for first.
Fair. Hey, we actually went down the stairs this time. And scaled properly.
It's you again. It's been a quiet day so far.
Okay. Got 5 trail rations. And we've got one of everything else.
Cool.
Would you like to wait?
I was just trying to find, but there's like nothing about Esme. There's tons of stuff about Katie, but there's nothing about Esme, and it makes me sad.
As my husband used to say, come back again, sunshine or rain.
As you enter the northern part of the town, you hear the sound of a chisel chipping away at a stone block. A man is carving gravestones at one end of the street. Your attention quickly moves from the stone carver
That must
to
be
the
the
ominous
monastery.
Gothic
Okay.
building in the center of the street. There is definitely something not right about this structure. A sense of great danger and hunger comes from near the door of the massive stone building.
It's got the squid monster on
This
the
is a
front.
bas-relief of a strange creature. It looks like an octopus with only 6 tentacles.
Is it a
You have a
hexapus?
creepy feeling as if it is looking right back at you.
Or if
How
you're...
did they get those huge stones to stay in place? Through the archway you can see... How did they get those huge stones to stay in place? Through the archway you can see the east side of the town, the residential area.
So if you're gonna go through with the traditional Latin, it would be the sexapus.
This is either the Hunchback of Notre Dame, a mad scientist lab
It
assistant,
does look like Quasimodo from the Disney version.
or an Elvis impersonator.
Oh goodness.
Wow.
Not anymore, it doesn't.
Igor! Just Igor!
That sounds like.
Kermit the Frog?
Yeah.
Building was Adventurers Guild. No adventurers, no guild. Have Mordavia, this north part of town. Oh, this day job. Also work graveyard shift. Little graveyard humor there. Igor dig graves in cemetery. Igor put dead person in grave. Igor cover dead person with dirt. Igor put headstone on grave. Oh, plenty job security around here. Business is piling up. Little graveyard humor there. Again.
Okay there, Igor.
Oh, Igor not hear rumors. Igor not no stranger in town. Igor not
Sounds
no
like
doctor
Perk.
make strange things in lab. Igor not no funny man in not funny. Igor not know many things. Igor not hear many things. Bad building. No go there. Bad, bad, bad.
Yeah, it's gotta be the monastery.
It reminds me of the monkey from the last game.
Or the quirk.
It doesn't say no. It does.
But
I'm not trying to talk to it, dumb shit.
just the don't go, bad building, stay here, bad.
Bad place. Very bad place. Go away. You'll be very sorry.
Yeah, it's gotta be the monastery. Yep. Oh my.
Nobody ever listened to Igor.
That hectopus has the munchies ever since it got stoned. Fortunately for it, but not for you. It occasionally gets its meals delivered right to the door.
The hectopus seems somehow calmer as you present the Dark One sign to it. You get the feeling that there's something it wants you to do or something.
Bad place.
Okay, Igor. I'm a professional.
You push the Dark One sign into the indentation on the door.
Uh-oh.
It fits perfectly.
Uh-oh.
This amazingly lifelike sculpture looks like a cross between a baby troll and a hermit or dervish. It fits the description of a domovoi, except that it's totally dried out and unmoving. A long wooden table attests to a time when this room was used to double as a communal dining room for the monks. The fireplace looks as though it hasn't been used in years. There are no logs on the log holders, nor is there any sign of ashes.
Because it's a
or
secret
other
door. Doy.
It doesn't burn.
Uh-oh. That came to life.
That's funny.
No.
The strange six-tentacled creature is moving. It looked like another wall decoration at first. It doesn't...
Oh, we lost our thingy.
That we used to get in with?
Yeah.
Dang.
This is an antique brass log holder. You can't get this log holder...
Oops. Yes,
Bad
Igor.
place.
You push the Dark One sign into the indentation on the door. That's funny. The strange six-tentacled creature is moving.
Okay, that's not the way.
Do you know the way?
I know the way.
You can't budge it. If you want to do anything with the sculpture, you'll have to do it here.
Maybe it just needs to be rehydrated. What is this? Shopping bag.
Okay.
That didn't do it. It doesn't.
Sir, really nowhere to go from
It
here?
doesn't. Quickly catches in the desiccated rug and spreads to the curtains and the furniture.
Oh
You'd better get out of here quickly.
no! You set the whole place on fire!
Oh
Rally!
my goodness.
Retrieve the Dark One's sign from the monastery door, then quickly step away before the Hectopus can react.
If Igor get big hero job, can he be pyroman too?
The intense flames within the monastery have grown with an unnatural swiftness and turned into a raging inferno. There's no way you could go back in there and survive.
Well, let's go ahead and branch our save at this point.
Good plan. Yeah, we're gonna be taking that sword and shield from you. You are no longer a paladin. We collectively decided because you burned down the monastery.
The old man walks with a slumped back and a sad, dejected look in his eyes. He seems to be searching for something that he hasn't been able to find.
I am Nikolai. Have you seen...
That mustache, though.
Anna? Have you seen my Anna? I am looking for Anna. Have you seen Anna?
What does Anna look like?
It does. The sign reads, Dr. Cranium. You wonder what sort of medicine he practices.
Isn't that from Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
Yes, it's very similar to.
Oops. Yes, I know. Okay. That looks a bit anachronistic.
This strange
Just a
device
bit.
is labeled Transcendental
Trap. It's a trap.
Receiving Animal Processor. I wonder if that stands for something. Be careful, it might be a trap. You are in a totally weird place. This hallway gives you a strange feeling of vujade. The sense that you've never been anywhere like here before, but maybe will someday. It's a truly impressive, original, multimedia work created out of whitewash and sawdust. The bust's eyes seem to follow you as you walk through the hallway. It reminds you of a porthole minus the glass cover. So it's definitely not a glass of port. There's a sign on the door. It says, "Warning, do not open without appropriate precaution." It reminds you of a port. The sign says, "This is the key maze." The sign on the door says, Dr. Cranium's private laboratory. Entrance by prior appointment or demonstration of superior intelligence only.
Okay.
You don't hear anything behind this door. There is no response. Behind the door is a sort of rat maze, but it's missing the rat, or whatever is supposed to be traversing the maze.
Hello, Roger. It's you. Wait, we can't do anything now?
Apparently not.
Luckily,
Wait.
nothing in the hole.
Did it just blow a
Yeah,
bubble?
it did.
That didn't. That looks like a likely place for a spare key. But you don't find it.
Now you need a janitor's
It
cart.
doesn't say much.
Did it again.
You hear something bouncing around behind the door. A lot of somethings. How interesting. It sounded as though someone knocked on the other side of the door as well. Several times.
We're about to die.
Oh
They're
no!
Antwerps! They're little itty bitty
Little bitty
Antwerps!
ones.
Oh no, you've been Antwerped. Fortunately, these are just baby Antwerps, so the attack wasn't fatal.
It's a trap!
So you want to be a hero. Oh, cool. We can use this to catch the baby Antwerps.
Yep.
Damn it.
Doopity-boo. Sparkly.
Excuse me?
It's sparkly.
It does.
They still look like it for a second.
Insulting machine. Where do we get avocado? Guess we'll need to come back.
This doorway leads to a private.
Okay.
You'll have to go up to the building.
Really? It's called pathfinding game.
Oh, the burgomaster's not standing at his window.
He hasn't been since we came back down from...
I heard that someone burned down the old monastery. Isn't it strange how you were seen around that building recently?
We didn't do it. Wasn't us. What's up? But it wasn't us. Even if it was us, it was totally an accident, mostly.
As my husband used to say,
I am well. I know little of the forest, for I seldom leave my inn. Besides the ones that come in here in the evening, there are quite a few others. You probably have met the shopkeeper, the gravedigger, and the burgomeister. And then there's Nikolai and that crazy Dr. Cranium. Dr. Cranium came to Mordavia several years before the swamp closed up. He is a harmless old man who wanders around looking for his dead wife. The Burgomeister keeps to him. This inn used to do a steady business before the swamp prevented traders and tourists from coming.
Oh, okay. Not sure what to do now.
The open barrel is about half. The water is especially wet.
It's super wet water.
That didn't do anything.
Wonder if the, yep, stopped burning.
You can't do anything with the monastery now that...
Really? Did we screw our game?
How so?
Because we can't get back into the monastery now?
Well, we might be able to later. Didn't we make a split off game though for that very reason, just in case we needed it?
Yeah, but we're currently progressing on that, so...
Oh, okay. But we have a save before we went into there.
Yeah, but I don't want to get 3/4 of the way through the game and then have to restart.
No one responds to your knock.
How do we get an avocado? What do we do next?
Uh-huh.
Is avocado considered a fruit?
Technically would be. It has a pit in the center. It's like a peach or a plum.
The stone structure. The staff you find yourself. You've never been very good at making pumpkin pie.
Then you are not very good at life.
Pumpkin pie is pretty easy to make.
It is also the best use of a pumpkin.
I haven't had pumpkin many other ways, so I would have to agree with that just based on lack of trying other things.
I do like salted dried pumpkin seeds.
Nice and toasted in the oven. Dang it.
You get the
Hiccups.
hiccups. I think the gate's alive.
Hello again. You are a most brave man to wander so freely. I am very sorry, but I can only open this gate by the command of the master.
Okay, Renfield.
The master seldom leaves the castle, and I do not know if anyone at the castle is named Katrina. My house is just inside the gates, and I seldom see anyone from the castle. Since the last boyar passed away many years ago, the castle has...
This heavy gate.
There's no need to knock. I am the gatekeeper after all. though I'm afraid that I cannot let you in. I'm under strict order.
Alright, well, maybe this is a good place to stop for tonight. I'm enjoying it so far. It's pretty nice.
I like the aesthetic of the game.
Yeah, those
It's
extra
very
colors really help.
spooky.
Well, thank you all for joining us tonight.
Yes, thank you for coming and hanging out with us while we started up Quest for Glory 4. If you're new here or a new visitor, he's Eeth and I'm Evie, and we're husband and wife, and we like to play video games together, so that's what we're doing. Most recently, we've been playing through the Quest for Glory series, which has been pretty fun. We do have a Twitter and a YouTube.
A tall oak.
Both are linked below. And our Twitter, we update when we stream, so you should go over there and follow us so you get updates on the days we stream. Our YouTube, we have past videos, playlists that we've set up for Quest for Glory, for Space Quest, for Life is Strange Before the Storm, Hero U, and some others. And so if you've missed anything, or you just want to get caught up, or even just want to check them out, they're over on our YouTube channel. Also, we'd really love for you to give us a follow here if you don't already. That way you also get notifications for when we go live with more of this lovely, awesome game.
That's funny. We currently need an avocado for catching the Antwerps, and one of our guests is named Avocado Badado. Avocado Badado.
Nice. The synchronicity of the universe. But yes, so we would love for you to give us a follow here, and then that way you also get notifications when we do go live. Thank you once again for joining us, and we hope you will join us again tomorrow night for some more Quest for Glory 4.
Take care. Bye.
Bye!